Yeah, unfortunately, I'm looking up that Rule 34 of Nicolas Cage, and I'm regretting that.
No. That's the opening tagline of the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everything between, and welcome to the newest episode of Super Fancom. And in this episode, we might offend, we might piss people off, but just remember, it's just people's opinions. People have them, and they might be different than yours. So settle down, chill. And before we get to what's on deck, some sad news. As of this date, we are recording, just found out now, the minute we recorded, it just came over my news feed that co-creator of Spider-Man and the man who created Doctor Strange, Steve Ditko, has died at age 90.
He did?
Aww. That's rough.
Yeah, I just saw this maybe about a minute ago before we went live.
I didn't even know that.
I just saw this now. Right as I hit...
You tell me this now?
Yes.
That Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I have a tattoo of him on my arm, and now you tell me one of the creators died?
Yes. But Stan Lee still lives because he's immortal.
Thank God for that. Not even Thanos can kill him.
Yep.
We are brought to you this week by JList.com. You can buy candy, cosplay, imported video games, and even 18-plus adult items from Japan. And from using our promo code, you get 5% off your entire order. Also, the Green Teahouse, home of healthy all-natural teas, hot or cold. Go to their website and check out all their flavors like pink cherry, cider white tea, ginger lime rubios, red jade black tea, and vanilla cream spice. Get free shipping off any order over $60, all for using the link found in the description. Also by humblebundle.com. You can get deals on so many great games. Using our link, you get $100 worth of video games directly into your inbox each month for just $12 a month. You can cancel anytime. With such great titles as Mafia 2, A Hat in Time, The Escapist 2, for what it's worth, Destiny 2, The Conan Files, and my pick, which looks really cool, a 70s action stealth game called Serial Cleaner. Also by Amazon Prime. By using our link, you can get a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime, where you can get tons of stuff with free shipping. And after 30 days, it's $112 a year. And we also have other Amazon deals going around, especially for a special Overwatch item. No idea what that item is, as I do not play Overwatch. But you can find out if you play using our link. Also, we are brought to you by Think Geek, who caters to many forms of geek culture and have tons of stuff and items, whatever you fancy. We have tons of deals from them with free shipping over $75, clearance items under $20, even deals of the week where you can get t-shirts, bags, hand towels, bed spreading, all for 75% off. All these links and deals I just described are found in the link in our description below, where you can find it wherever you're listening to us. I'm sure people are sick of me doing those promos every show, and it belongs in the trash. And I'm sure people are sick of me and think I belong in the trash, even though I am JoJo trash. So,
Hey.
I'm Retro Rick. I'm joined by Deej.
Hey, guys.
Gearhead Alice is MIA right now, but she'll be on later. Returning from E3 episode is Taiga.
Don't click on any suspicious links.
And from gigaboots.com and their YouTube channel, we have a high-tiered Patreon of theirs, and an executive God King producer. Of course, Giga Boots are the fellas on YouTube who are known for mainly talking about input latency, as well as being headstrong that they can take on anyone. They also do some Mega Man games here and there. But we have Shadow in the Darkness.
Hey, thanks for having me tonight.
Thank you. And a special guest tonight. And special guest, she is the manager of the fourth or third year?
Third.
Third year running Pop Cult Anime Con, Hemlock Links. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. So, how you guys doing? You ready for the show tonight?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. First off, Hemlock, why don't you talk about what Pop Cult is, how it started, anything, information about what goes on there, etc., etc.
All right. Well, hi everybody again. I'm Hemlock Inks, and a lot of people in the New England con scene might be familiar with me already because for about 10 years I was actually in the artist alley and I sold buttons under the name Pop Cult Anime. It was kind of a means to an end because the goal was always to start an anime convention. And in 2016, I was lucky enough that all the stars aligned and we were able to launch. And right now, Pop Cult Anime, again, is on its third year. We're going to be in Framingham, Mass. in August, and it's the 18th and 19th. However, if you pre-register, you do get Day Zero events, which is Friday, August 17th, and we've got a lot of fun stuff planned. So, yeah, it's just Pop Cult, obviously stands for the popular culture of Japanese animation, and we try to do a lot of popular culture, Japanese animation, cosplay, just really fun stuff, including the ball pit.
Someone who went there last year, I ended up going for a couple of hours. I did my panel, which was theme song bingo, which turned out pretty good.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback on that, so thank you.
Good to know. Yes, and I'll be returning this year with theme song bingo, along with another panel that's basically based off an old episode we did called Bizarre Video Controllers and Accessories. And also I might be doing a secret panel with the fellas at nerdfit.com.
Are you coming out Friday night?
No, I'll be there like Saturday.
What?
Yeah, I'll be there
All
Saturday morning.
We'll book you some time in the ball pit. The really Day Zero, man. That's where it's at.
Just like DashCon.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. That was exactly every time I think of ball pit, I just think of that horrible DashCon.
All right. No. Have you seen the pictures of the craziest thing I did?
I have not.
I put a ball pit in the back of my van, and I took it to PortCon, Maine this year. And we got our friend who's in a T-Rex costume in the back, and we took video of it.
Oh my god.
It's amazing. I'll have to share it. Maybe you can put some pictures up podcast, but
that'd be awesome.
Yes, especially for the YouTube version.
Yes.
Because I do tend to put pictures up for the YouTube version just to keep it like interesting.
Oh yeah. It's I'll have to share the photos with you. I think we have two ball pits. We have the big one, which is actually a really nice light up one. And I'll actually have to show you the picture. We hauled it out for the last meeting, and then we all piled into it.
Nice.
This is just...
there's Courtney in the
Yep. We like to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, our little inflatable wacky guy didn't quite make it.
I remember him from last year.
Oh, yeah.
He's chilling in the corner.
Do you see him in the photograph? You could see him in the reflection in the mirror. He was having a really good time. So, and then if I can get around to making it, we're going to have the Lego Firewalk this year.
What?
This is where it's going to probably be about 10 feet long.
Oh, God, you're going to have people walking Legos, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh.
So, and what it is, it's not like you just spread a couple on the floor. You actually have like a box, like an enclosed wooden box filled with Legos.
Interesting.
And you see how far you can make it.
I'm going to step on one. I'll be like, fuck it. Done.
Hey, and just joining us is Gearhead Alice.
Hey guys!
Hi.
New challenger approaching.
Oh dear Lord, I don't like the sound of this.
And we're just going over what to expect from Pop Cult, as Hemlock is the manager and person in charge of Pop Cult.
All right, you know what? I much prefer the title Con Boss.
Con boss.
I am the Con Boss. No, I mean, just to give you an idea of what kind of geeks we are, so we couldn't just have a board. We actually have a fellowship.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
So our board is actually called the Fellowship, and we have there's 9 of us. And I'm also the ring bearer, but
Did you say ring bearer or ring bearer?
ring bearer.
So it's ring bearer, not ring bear.
Ring bear.
Bear.
Thank you.
What do you got something against ring bears?
Nope. I just wanted to make sure.
I grew up in the 80s, and I love me some Care Bears, okay?
Oh, I used to love Tender Heart.
Yeah.
I was mainly referring to How I Met Your Mother.
Well, that just goes to show you how Notre Dame.
Yep.
Okay. And I think with that piece of awkwardness out of the way, I think we should head on over to the trash.
Woo!
As we did last time, we went over what I call Defend Yourself, which was defending stuff you liked. This time it's for stuff that other people like that you dislike, and you run it over and toss it in the trash.
Where it belongs.
Which might be the worst segue I've ever done, but I'll toss my segue in the trash. But let's start with you, Deej. What's your first one?
Well, mine's pretty unpopular, opinion-wise, and I know I'm probably going to get some hatred for this, but there's a particular movie that a lot of people love, and
Here we go.
just thinking about it makes me hate
We
it.
have no idea what you're going with, Deej.
Yeah,
No idea.
I think it's the longest running joke we have on this show.
The movie that I despise more than anything. I will say it's not the worst movie ever, but I hate it because of the fan base and sort of the song and how it's overrated.
Oh, I know where this is going.
It's Disney's Frozen.
There we go.
I hate it. It is nothing but an overglorified Disney music video. The only reason it's memorable is the fucking music. I did not care for the characters. I think Hans was just a cop-out at the end becoming the villain. It's like, fucking really? That movie didn't even need a villain. Actually, no, it should have had a villain. No, listen, because this is how pissed off I am. I've been holding this for a long time. We have to talk about this. So
A very, very long time.
So because I am an artist, I love art books, and when my parents got me The Art of Frozen, Funny enough, I didn't burn it, but I'm reading it. I do like the sketches, but there's an interview. There's a piece in the book that talks about Elsa's original, like, personality. She was going to be the evil queen, and they had this cool styles for her and looking like the villain. But they decide to change it because one stupid asshole wrote that Let It Go song, and the people go, but it doesn't quite fit the movie. Well, let's change the entire script just for that one stupid song. They got rid of a cool plot with Elsa being the evil queen and Anna going this quest to, like, save her sister and all this, just for that one horrendous song that every time it comes on, I mentally, like, check out. I see black, I come back out of a coma, and all of a sudden there's blood on my hands, and I don't know who I killed again. And
I was gonna start singing it, but I stopped myself.
And I hate that song. And I also hate the fan base, how they say stuff like, oh, it's the best Disney movie. Why? Well, it just is. And I'm like, no, that's not a good reason.
No.
That's not... And I kept forgetting that Anna and Elsa were sisters, and I would have, like, so many questions, like, wait, okay, so Elsa is trapped in there the entire time, and the part of me is also thinking, like, Elsa's parents are horrible parents, just constantly lock her up in there. I'm like, this is the start to an X-Men movie. Think about it. The daughter has mutant powers, and the parents are almost, like, ashamed of it, and they're, like, either kicking the kid out, or they're like, okay, we'll keep it a secret, lock them up, no one will ever find out. And then shit happens, and then Elsa tries to run away from responsibilities instead of trying to fix things. And it's like, I don't like this character. I hate this movie.
Are you gonna bring up how they ship Elsa, I think, with Spider-Man or some shit?
Oh my god.
That just makes no sense.
Get me started.
Dude, maybe should that be my second thing of what deserves to be in the trash? Okay, I will save it because I did something really horrible to myself a few days ago. Alice knows about it, so I'll save that for part 2 for me.
All right, Alice, you're up.
I was gonna bring up the whole Nicolas Cage conversation we had and how much I fucking despise him. Okay, so, like, every time we had, like, a substitute or whatever in high school, they would always play the fucking National Treasure movie, so I just despise Nicolas Cage because of that. That's the only reason, really.
Really?
Yes, literally my only reason.
Oh, you don't like
there are other reasons to hate him.
I mean, yeah. His face is just kind of creepy.
It is.
I mean, he's
not my...
to hate him.
Yeah, true. But then he makes stuff like Vampire's Kiss, where he shouts, I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
I'm a vampire!
Or then he does stuff like Wind Talkers, and you're like, why?
When's all the Wicker Man quotes?
Oh, I'm thinking...
How do you burn? How do you burn?
That's it. You know, I know people keep, like, referencing the bees thing, but to me, my favorite part of the Wicker Man is Nicolas Cage dressed as a bear and punching the woman.
The lady. Yep.
Yes, was that a note? That was like, just comes out of left field.
I love the original Wicker Man. That movie is...
Oh, that's really good.
It's more of a musical than anything.
It is. Very good music.
Oh, I was almost going to end the show on one of the songs from... but since Steve Ditko died, I'm going to do the Great Luke Ski Spider-Man song, which was actually
there you go.
Really cool. Alright, Taiga, you're up.
Well, I thought we were doing games, so I was going to say I don't really care for Fortnite. I don't know if it's okay for me to bring up, like, IRL stuff, but I work part-time as a teacher, and from elementary school all the way up till senior year high school, no one's going to shut up about it, and I don't really see what the appeal is. Kind of getting tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
It is pretty overrated.
It's just mindless fun. I played it, but I'm not into it. Like, I'll play it for maybe, like, I'll play, like, 2-3 rounds, and then just put it down. I'm done.
Yeah, it seems like it's trying way too hard to be bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
No, I was just looking up Nick Cage. No, because
That's a pretty good reaction to Nick Cage. Oh, no.
No, because I was looking at his the MB, what is it? The database here for the movies.
The IMDb.
Oh, IMDb. Yeah.
Yes.
IMDb.
He's the voice of Superman in Teen Titans Go.
Well, you know. You know the reason why, right?
No.
He was almost Superman. Many years ago. There's a picture of him in the Superman suit, and it was almost directed by Tim Burton.
Wait, no, I have to look this up now.
I swear to God on my life.
No way.
Swear to God.
I have heard that too. It was
also
Kevin Smith tells it the best way, in the most hilarious way, of how he almost wrote the Superman movie, and then when Tim Burton took over, I highly recommend that everyone listen to his interview of.
I hate this so
it's amazing.
much. I'm looking at pictures now and I hate it.
Don't look at it. It's like the arc.
So much.
It's like the arc. You don't look at it.
Also, if I remember correctly, every time Nicolas Cage got divorced, his ex would take half of his comic book collection.
Oh.
Aww.
Because he's a big comic book fan.
Well, he does TV commercials in Japan for pachinko machines.
That poor guy.
I can't stop looking at the pictures of him as Superman. It's so bad.
He's treated like a pachinko machine that's just his face.
He's a Capricorn. Damn it.
Oh, that sends me. I'm a Capricorn.
I know, me too, right?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Alright, moving on. Shadow, what's your first one?
Well, I guess mine won't be as nice and agreeable as everybody else's, but mine was always Pokemon Go.
That's fair.
I'm like, you take the best part of the Pokemon games and just dumb it down as much as possible to just go make it a collection game and nothing else.
Yeah.
And here's everybody jumping on the bandwagon to play this game on their phone so they don't pay attention to anything else in the world just to do this game and set up all the stuff everywhere so you get people traveling into stores, running into things so they can go catch their Pokemon.
Finding dead bodies.
And then that
Playing Pokemon Go and driving.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I've seen people do it.
Someone quit their job just so they could go out trying to capture Pokemon.
No.
I swear to God, I remember reading that article, and I just lost faith in humanity a little bit.
I don't know, maybe they hated their job.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the pictures of him in the Superman costume, hilarious.
Oh my God, that's going to be the highlight of the entire conversation. People, look at this shit. We don't need to talk about anything else. Look at this.
I hate it so much. It's so bad.
Rick, please put the picture up.
And the thing is, because he's got the long-haired mullet thing going on, too.
So bad. It doesn't make sense.
So bad.
You can blame Homestuck for bringing us Nick Cage love, too.
It's like this. Alright, he is a little ripped in it, but man, it's like, did you see the latex? It's like they dripped it on him. It's cool.
Alright, Hemlock, what's your first one?
Alright, I have the unpopular opinion of unpopular opinions. So I'm actually going to start with my second idea here, which I've actually never been to a masquerade. I love cosplay, but I have serious secondhand embarrassment. So I cannot watch cosplay skits. I just don't want to be in. I don't want to be in the room. I love costumes. I love cosplay to death, but I don't want to see people awkwardly doing anything on stage.
Yeah, as someone who's actually been in a masquerade once.
Is that the one I'm thinking of, Rick, or is that a different one?
The Soul Eater one from Kineticon a couple years ago.
Oh, never mind. No, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Not the Vocaloid one.
Yeah, no. I think.
Yeah.
I've
seen way too many cringe-worthy performances. And it used to be convention masquerades being all about like funny skits. Now it's all about performance art.
No. And it's weird because like I run a convention.
Right.
We have a big masquerade cosplay contest. I actually went, like go out of my way to like get beautiful prizes and stuff. But I'm like, but I will not be in that room. I will be on the other side of the hotel. What's going on? So thankfully I have some really great people who run it for me, but yeah, no, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever watched a cosplay like masquerade at all. I won't do it.
I think one of the worst is the host trying to like continue the because there's a certain convention, I won't say it because we pretty much know what I'm talking about. It used to be about the performers. There was actually one year they made about themselves and made like an entire musical and Tony Stark roast of like that was the story to the whole masquerade. In between skits, it was like, here's a skit, now back to our story. Here's a skit, now back to our story. It was like, it was rough.
Yeah, emceeing is a skill.
Yeah.
You've got to be a really good. That's why comedians do it really well because they're usually really good improv actors. You've got to really be able to be quick, witty, roll with the punches.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a skill, and you don't always find that at conventions. So, though I will say I saw Sir Mix-a-Lot MC a cosplay burlesque show, and he was pretty on it.
Good.
So, yeah.
Deej, right back to you again.
All right, number 2, part 2. So a few days ago, I'm at work, and I just like to listen to random YouTube videos in the background, and I found a video where a guy was about to explain Elsa Gate. Because for the longest time, I always kept wondering why were people shipping Elsa with Spider-Man, and this guy goes, "Oh, let me explain what Elsa Gate is," and 5 minutes in, I think to myself, this is the worst mistake I ever made. So number 2 is not just Elsa Gate, it's YouTube Kids.
Oh, yeah.
That needs to be thrown in the garbage, incinerated, and shot up into space because it is some of the most disturbing shit. I shit you not. It is some of the most disturbing shit ever. And mind you, YouTube Kids, it's supposed to be like a separate app that's meant to like filter out the garbage, quote-unquote garbage, for only kids to watch, and then parents think, oh, there's nothing wrong for my kids to watch. These videos that generate thousands of views are some of the creepiest crap ever. Like, some of it will be somewhat innocent, like, oh, Elsa's bra fell off and Spider-Man is, like, nervously, like, touching Elsa's boobs, whatever, but then it will escalate to where the Hulk out of nowhere comes in, and then there's, like, stuff like, and a baby Rapunzel seeing Spider-Man fondle Elsa's boobs, or an evil Santa Claus kidnaps Elsa and Spider-Man has to go save. It's people dressed in live-action stuff. In the most crappy made costumes you've ever seen. Like if anyone ever feels bad about their cosplay.
Wait, it's live action?
Yes, it started as the funny part is they started as like toy review channels, and then somewhere down the line they decide to do like those little. They try to like imitate like it's almost like Action League now, except if Adult Swim made it. And they did it with Elsa and Spider-Man, but then somewhere down the line they decided, oh, kids like poo, right? And then they have Spider-Man do stuff like crap on Elsa, or they have Anna and Elsa try to tear Spider-Man's arm off. All the most horrendous crap ever. I'm so happy.
Why is Spider-Man even there?
I don't know. Why? I don't know. Why is the Hulk doing a striptease with the Joker?
Okay, these are different fandoms, and I don't like it. They're different universes. It's bothering me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it got to a point where people were telling YouTube, "Why is this shit on the channel? Why is this shit on YouTube?" And the sad thing is, I know YouTube has taken down a bunch of those videos, but I know YouTube isn't going to get rid of all of them because they're generating millions of views, which. That's another reason why I started losing faith in humanity, and it makes them money. So YouTube's not going to kill one of their biggest money makers, because how could you take away such classics like Like, the titles alone are horrendous. It's always like, Spider-Man must save Elsa from evil Santa, or Anna and Elsa poo on Spider-Man. It's always like, and it's always like, it just gets worse, and one of them, I almost threw up at my job. I don't remember the title. I swear to God on my life, I don't remember the title, and I'm glad I don't, because I don't need to puke on this podcast right now. But at one point, I literally started gagging in my office, like, and my boss from afar goes, "Are you all right?"
You're getting the dry heat.
And then I had to stop the video. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to know any more about Elsa Gate. It is
No, that's horrible.
I gave you guys.
What's the rule? Rule 52 or 42 or something?
34?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Rule 34.
Yeah.
If there's something exists, there's gotta be a porn version of it.
There you go.
Don't ever look up Elsa Gate. Don't look any. I gave you guys the tamed version.
Rule
You don't want to
34.
know half the shit that I saw.
No, I don't think we do.
There's this really interesting video that summarizes the whole Elsa Gate thing that I highly recommend everyone check it out. It's completely clean, completely wholesome, very well done by Dan Olson of Folding Ideas, if you guys have ever seen him. Highly recommend it. Goes over the whole Elsa Gate thing. Also, he did like a really funny 50 Shades of Grey video where he wears a suit and puts on fluffy pink handcuffs.
Nice. All right, Alice.
Sorry, I had to... just to break in here, I had to look up Rule 34 in the Urban Dictionary. Should we define Rule 34 since we mentioned it?
Sure, why not?
Alright, I'm going to read this. Alright, Rule 34. The 34th rule of the Internet, which states that any object, character, or media franchise imaginable has porn associated with it. Only exception to this rule is outlined in Rule 35. Let's look up Rule 35. An addendum to the Internet rules stating that if there's no porn of it, it will be made.
Oh my God! I just.
Basically, if the porn doesn't exist yet, it will.
The internet is a mistake.
The YouTube Kids was the biggest mistake. That is the final straw for me that destroyed the internet, especially when you have another classic that I completely forgot about, which I don't know why I remembered. Pregnant Elsa about to give birth to a child, and Spider-Man has to inject a needle into her. It gets worse!
Please stop.
The one thing I do want to say about Frozen, though, is don't they have, like, the first, like, lesbian princess or something?
No.
It's...
No? Oh, okay, never mind. Ignore me then.
No, I remember that was somewhat of a thing.
People were asking them to make Elsa gay.
I was going to say it's really inclusive, but never mind.
No, they should. But
It wouldn't bother me, but does she need... Why?
Well, some people say that the experiences that she goes through could be likened to being in the closet.
You could do that in almost anything.
This is true.
Yeah, actually,
then it all goes back to X-Men.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually would make sense because it talks about what I said with X-Men. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Elsa's can be gay. I honestly, I don't care. I just hate that.
Can Elsa be X-Men? Like in that How It Should Have Ended skit?
Yes.
Oh yes, that was actually the best part of Frozen. How It Should Have Ended.
Alright. Alice, you're up for your second one.
Oh god, I only came with one.
Okay,
Someone else go on.
You can talk about it.
Oh, no, don't get me... Okay, yeah.
Yes, I found your number 2.
How much I freaking hate that movie, and it made me cry twice. I hate clowns a lot.
And, no.
And I really hate it. It's the worst thing ever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just really afraid of it.
I actually have a funny story involving it. It's a really quick one. My friends and I, back in art school, there was a big TV in the student center, and we were allowed to actually plug in DVD players and such to watch stuff on there. The managers or people didn't care. So one day, me and a few friends decided to play the It movie, like the original with Tim Curry. This is where it gets. This is the best part. So it's a few of us on the couch. We put it on. The first scene the scene where Tim Curry's head pops up from the drain. There's a bunch of people behind us. One guy goes, "Fuck that!" and everyone in the back leaves the place. So we scared off everyone from the student center,
Bless.
and I just thought it was the best thing ever.
Amazing.
But like honestly, the first one was scary as hell anyway, and I didn't even look at the new one.
I can't look at Tim Curry the same way anymore now.
I hate the scene where he comes out of the projector. I hate that scene, and it's terrible, and I thought he was going to eat me. I don't like it.
Yeah. Was this in the new one?
Yeah, there's a new one.
Yeah. No, you should never watch the new one.
Nope. Never again.
Though I will say, on a geeky side note, because I'm all things Red Hood, there's actually a Red Hood / It crossover fan film series. So
That actually sounds kind of cool.
That actually it is pretty good.
Red Hood?
Red Hood from Batman.
Man.
Oh, wow.
How dare you not know who Jason Todd is?
More love for Jason Todd.
He was voiced by Jensen Ackles at one point, damn
I am
it.
taking geek points.
Oh, God. Here we go, Deej.
He was voiced by Jensen Ackles, a.k.a. Dean Winchester, my spirit animal.
A friend of mine.
Stop it!
Yeah.
I hate that picture.
That's my friend Olivia.
No, I actually really love that cosplay, to be honest. It's really pretty.
A plus for cosplay.
Yeah, no, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
That's like Rule 34
Yeah.
right there.
She does
Oh god, that's gonna be the subject. That's gonna be like the main theme of today's talk, isn't it?
Also, a friend of the show who's been on like once, Meef, is actually deathly afraid of clowns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I swear, if you put up any Rule 34 Nicolas Cage, I will come to your house and slap you.
I'm good. Alright, Taiga, do you have another
Somebody Google it.
I don't know. There's a lot. I mean, I could pull out a classic, low-hanging fruit.
one? Sure.
Go ahead.
Can we talk about Sword Art Online for a minute?
Go ahead.
Wait, why?
I hate
I hate that. I never got into it.
Give me,
Okay.
I really
give
like
me-
that
give me
anime.
dot
I liked it too.
Give me dot hack and I'll be happy.
Ooh, yeah, that's probably better. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just really didn't care for a lot of the misogyny in the story, and then it got much worse in the second season. It was complete garbage by then.
And then in the third, now he's a chick.
No. Yep. And then then they didn't even do anything interesting with that. They were just like, lol, he's a chick, and then they moved on.
Yeah.
Like, didn't even bother to, like, go into how that would affect him as a character or anything like that.
Yeah,
It's garbage.
it really is. Shadow, anything?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm looking at that Rule 34 of Nicolas Cage, and I'm regretting that.
That's the opening tagline of the show.
That's not, yeah. However, I totally recommend people check out the Red Hood / It crossover fan film. It's on YouTube. Like the first installment. It's pretty cool.
Alright, Shadow, anything?
I have one other one, because I thought about it all week long, and I'm thinking, what else can I do to absolutely despise? And I'm like, I am a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy. I mean, granted, I was born just after the first two, but I did watch when I was younger. And it's like this new trilogy, the start of it, The Force Awakens, just drove me nuts.
Oh boy.
All it is a placation of, okay, we're gonna make all the people back in the day. We'll make you happy by bringing these characters back, and then giving you an absolute subpar storyline, so that way we can just do whatever the hell we want and put people in there just to make it all pretty and Disney-fied.
Did you see the Han Solo movie?
No, I have not.
I did. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Is it?
No, because, I mean, you can't take these movies seriously. They're space opera. It was a really fun movie. And the capes were fabulous.
Yes, they were. They definitely were.
By the way, drink, because this is another time we've mentioned Star Wars.
I was just about to say that.
Hey.
I'll be mentioning it in part 3.
You guys didn't tell me there was a drinking game.
Yeah, what the heck?
I didn't bring any drinks with me.
What?
Nice.
I'm so glad I got the root beer downstairs.
Oh, wait, the Not Your Father's Root Beer?
Yep.
Oh, I love that stuff.
I know.
Alright,
Yeah.
tangent.
Yeah, we go on tangents all the time. But basically, our podcast is basically known for basically talking about Star Wars a lot. Star Wars and Pokemon.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a staple of the geek community.
This is true.
Like, it's like Harry Potter. It's this huge thing that's in our lives that it's pop culture.
Yes.
You know? And it's been around for a long time, so.
Anything you want to add to Star Wars, Shadow?
To me, it's like, I really wish they would have went with the cartoons and took ideas from those.
Well, one of the things that fans are asking is the showrunner for Star Wars Rebels. People want him to actually run Star Wars and not Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, I'd love that.
I would too. I would back that up 100%.
People have been talking that they should have some of the characters brought in.
Not with this current Star Wars. Not with the general direction. I mean, like, if the showrunner takes over or someone else who I feel I can get behind, then yes. But with the current people running with Kathleen Kennedy and Brian Johnson, I have no faith in them.
And Hemlock, will come to you if you have anything.
So I don't like karaoke.
Karaoke's the worst.
It means you haven't drank enough yet.
No, not there yet.
No, and it's funny because again, so the first year Pop Cult, we didn't have karaoke. Then we found an amazing person who runs it, and I was like, all right, I guess we can have karaoke now. But again, secondhand embarrassment. And I love to sing. I wish I could sing, but I can't. I can't do it. I don't like to watch it. And it's not like people don't go up there and can sing fabulously, and stuff like that, but I can't. I don't.
Oh, I get it, because
Secondhand embarrassment is strong.
Because when I do cosplay lip sync battle, it was at UConn. It was cosplay lip sync battle. Someone kept asking me, can I actually sing? I'm like, not really, because this is a lip sync battle, but I want to sing. Okay, fine. It was good for her, but this was like cringeworthy.
Yeah. No.
Nice of her to sing, but I mean, it was the end. It was the end of my time. It was like, fine, go ahead, sing, whatever.
No, I like the idea of the lip sync because you got the good music and the actual singing in the background, and you're just kind of like dancing.
You can be as extra as you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, that's fine. But when you're actually like singing and you're trying to like read the words or sing the words and you're off key, and and then I don't get why people actually just go and watch. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's performance value.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's a staple of conventions, so we have it.
Yeah.
And at least I make it fun. Like, we actually have a stage, and we kind of make it like a lounge. So you go in, and it's like the cosplay performance lounge.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. So at least you can go in, and you get to stand on the little stage and hold your little microphone and perform for people. So, and it's in a room, not in the middle of things.
I wonder what you're talking about.
Know what I mean?
I've heard about some things, and it sounded weird. So.
And that brings us to Deej with his one.
Let's see. This one, it's gonna probably make me come off as a bit of a hypocrite, but I thought really hard about this. Like, I will admit right now, if anyone wants to accuse me of being like a fanboy of anything, it's Supernatural. I'm definitely
never.
And Whovian, and Whovian, and honestly, those two main things. But the thing that I can't stand nowadays is it's just fan bases in general, because it seems like every single fan base, doesn't matter what it is, gives me a reason to hate it, because it's like currently with Star Wars right now. There's fans like me who had some criticism towards The Last Jedi. I didn't think it was the worst movie ever, but I had some concerns just like others. Right. But then you have idiots who are getting angry to the point where they're saying death threats to Rian Johnson, the actress who plays Rose Tico, which that threw me off. I was like, I didn't like her. I was not a fan of her character either. But why would you attack her like that? Like, she had to cancel Instagram because of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And let's see, I was almost chased away from the Yu-Gi-Oh fan base because I made one comment. I critiqued one. I said something about a Yu-Gi-Oh card I wasn't a fan of, and this guy, I had my very first stalker troll I would keep blocking him, and he would keep getting new like usernames to like say, how fucking dare you say this about Yu-Gi-Oh, how the anime was amazing, blah blah blah.
So extra.
It almost made me hate the game forever, and honestly, I will. But the one fan base that does make me stay away from it is Steven Universe fan base, because I'm sure it's a nice cartoon, but I will never watch it because the fan base made me hate it so much. Because if you draw one character, God forbid, not exactly like the show, if she has like a missing strand, or if you put her in a new dress or anything, the fan base will go crazy. Yeah, they almost made a little girl commit suicide. They drove her to the point. There was a girl who posted art on Tumblr of a character in her own style. I didn't see the image, but apparently the fans got so crazy about it that they almost drove this girl to commit suicide, that even Rebecca Sugar came out and had to make a statement about it. And the last thing I want, and the other example I can think off the top of my head is the Rick and Morty fan base almost made the show. The Rick and Morty fan base, to me, they are more pathetic to me than Star Wars, the fan base, the toxic ones, and I'll tell you why. These are the people who claim, oh, well, we're the more intelligent ones. You just don't get Rick and Morty. So let me get this straight. You're more intelligent, right? You're the smarter ones, and yet you fuckers are going to be staying out in a giant line for hours at McDonald's bitching about Szechuan sauce.
Did anyone try that? Was it good?
I had some friends who tried it. They said it was alright, but whatever.
It's mustard. It's ketchup in teriyaki sauce. That's what it is.
What?
Yeah, that's what Szechuan sauce is. It's ketchup in teriyaki sauce.
You could buy a bottle of it right now on Amazon for $2. I swear to no. If you read into some of the Szechuan sauce stories, they get sadder and sad. A guy traded his car for a packet. I swear to God, look it up. If anyone here who's listening thinks I'm full of shit, look up this article right now. If I find the link, I'll send it to Rick and he'll put it on YouTube.
Oh my God!
But it was true. Thank you.
Nope.
That's ridiculous.
So when I hear we're the superior fan base, we're the smart ones, like, Rick would destroy you. Rick would shoot you all without hesitation.
Yeah,
I kind of wonder, is this a generational thing? Because I'll be the first to admit I'm an older fan, and when I was growing up, the internet was really new, and having an internet name was a thing because everybody was protecting their identity. So you never get. That's why everybody knows me. Nobody knows my real name. Like, everybody knows me as Hemlock Inks because it's actually the name I used to use when I wrote fan fiction. And yeah, so it's one of those things where everybody still kind of behaved as if you were in an actual social setting where if you were going to meet these people in real life, so you weren't like a jackass. But now it's everybody's yeah, here's my name, here's fucking anonymous. I remember 4chan when people actually used names.
Yeah.
Remember when you could just watch a movie or a show, and if it was good or bad, that was it?
Yeah.
That was it. That was bad.
Had constructive criticism, and there was some drama, but it was more whose ship was better or something.
It would be civil. It wouldn't be this is terrible because it messes with my ship.
Yeah, there weren't death threats. There wasn't gaslighting. It's just it wasn't that nasty. And then all of a sudden, it's the internet's this huge place, and nobody has.
There was a Facebook post I posted last year. It was back in the day, it was your parents told you never to take a ride from strangers.
Now we got Uber.
Now we got Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, where you have an app to get a ride from strangers.
Yeah,
I remember. I at one point said.
I'm gonna make an app that when you call it, it makes a white van with candy come up to your door.
I remember at one point saying...
And I'll make millions.
No, it's got to be a white van with a ball pit in the back. Because I'll admit, we were joking around at Pork Maine about how sketchy it was, because my van is a white van.
Oh.
Is it a shaggin' wagon?
No, it's not that big. I think I posted pictures in the group chat, but yeah, so it's not, it's like a smaller one, but yeah, we're all like, yeah, this is really sketch.
Alright. Alice, anything?
Well, I want to go back to the Nicolas Cage thing because we completely forgot to talk about how he is in the Spider-Verse movie, and I'm mad and I hate it.
Wait,
what's he doing in Spider-Verse?
Spider-Man Noir?
Yeah, he's
No!
Yeah.
Not Noir!
Yeah.
No.
I fucking love that comic, and you're gonna destroy it.
Oh. I am looking forward to Spider-Man verse. That looks really cool.
Oh, same. Because I cosplay sometimes as Punisher Noir.
Now listen here, Green Goblin, I'm gonna shoot my web at you. Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Stop it. I hate that. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
No.
And now my head's gonna be on fire now. Sir, this isn't Ghost Rider, this is my movie
You're booted
now.
off the podcast, dude. I'm done. No, goodbye.
God, I talk about Elsa Gate and Elsa fucking Spider-Man, but that's what gets me kicked off the podcast.
Yeah.
Guys, in the last episode, you'll hear Dijon, and we're sorry for any inconvenience.
Oh.
Alright.
We're sorry he brought up Elsa Gay. Just a trigger warning.
Taiga, anything else, Taiga?
Oh jeez, I can't think of anything. I think I've become, as I get older, I start like hating things less and just being like, it's okay, or it's not my bag, but whatever. And then I move on. I don't really hate things as much as I used to.
Shadow, anything?
Unfortunately not. I kind of in the same boat as she does. If it's something I hate, I just kind of avoid it like a plague anyways.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hemlock, anything?
I actually thought of something because we were talking about it, but getting nostalgic for the old days. Because again, I'm like an unapologetic Yowie fan.
Whoa.
So, love me some boys.
Well.
I love Italian boys coming out in JoJo.
Hey.
Anyway, so Gravitation.
Oh no!
I hate Gravitation.
Aww.
And that was when it was like the thing. This was before Free and all this other cutesy stuff, but Gravitation, like if you read the manga, it is horrible.
It is.
It's just horrible. So, and everybody loved Gravitation. They're like, oh, it's so adorable, but they were usually going off of the anime.
Yeah, because that was everyone's
But the manga?
That was everyone's gateway to yaoi.
Yeah, no. My gateway was Gundam Wing. Those were the days. Yeah, no, I was never into Gravitation, and I just cringe. I used to do horrible things to my friends who loved Gravitation.
I actually, one of my, like, in my early days of my weebishness of making AMVs, I actually made a Gravitation AMV.
Oh.
It's actually it's still up on my YouTube, but I moved on to making like L/light AMVs.
I don't know. It's just I will say we've got a better class of stuff now. I mean, Free was really adorable. Yuri on Ice was amazing.
I can't wait.
It was amazing.
I can't wait for the movie.
I still squeal when I watch the Yurio. Is it Yurio? Yeah. Does his like free skate, and he like takes off his glove with his teeth.
Hashtag JJ style.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I like squealed. It was great.
Okay. Deej, did you want to bring up anything else? I mean, because we'll eventually...
What? Sorry, go on.
I mean, we are going to do this again at some point.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the only other thing, it's a small thing, is I mostly just kind of ignore it unless I see posts about it on Facebook. It's channels on YouTube that are trying to be like the next Logan Paul, where they're trying to like almost like outdo him with like who I can be the bigger jackass, and they do stuff like and they do stuff like the Tide Pod challenge.
No.
Or the condom snorting challenge.
No!
There's so many things that you're saying that I'm like, I hate that so much. Obviously, so many things we can talk about.
One that made me laugh out loud was the mother actually went to like one of the governors or something, and a bunch of parents are pissed off saying, oh, why does Tide make it look like candy? And the story they're talking about is, this college student ate a Tide Pod, and I just started laughing. They're saying, because the mother's trying to say, like, he didn't know better. It looked like candy. I'm like, he's in college. Yeah, your child's in college. He doesn't know what laundry detergent is?
I'm hoping this is a community college.
That would make sense. I'm just like, your child was smart enough to actually get out of high school to get into a college, but he doesn't know what laundry detergent is. No, I'm blaming the parents.
When I was an RA, most of our freshmen did not know how to do laundry, and it was really sad, and we used to have to do, like, group things to teach them how to do it, and
Did they drink it?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry.
It's like you're going down the levels. Don't know how to do laundry, now you're eating it.
Yeah, right.
How do we clean our clothes? I don't know, but I found the sweet Kool-Aid.
You know what I call this? I call this the jackass phenomenon.
It tastes like blindness.
It tastes like hurting.
I really can't remember us, like, doing this dumb shit back when I was growing up, but then after, like, that Jackass movie came out, where they were, like, videotaping themselves doing ridiculous things, it suddenly became this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my generation.
I think all we had was, like, the myth of Pop Rocks and soda. Or Pop Rocks or Mentos and soda, which I wanted to because I have the apparatus.
We did stupid shit. Like, people would have BB guns and shoot themselves, and, you know, I mean, like, we did dumb shit. We just didn't have video cameras.
Yeah.
And
when you did the dumb crap, it stayed at home.
Yeah. And so people couldn't copy you, and then all of a sudden you have, like, Jackass people, like, copying each other and then videotaping it, and, it's just the internet's...
I guess what we're saying is don't do dumb stuff.
I'm from the generation that had lawn darts.
Yes. I still have them. Okay.
What you call a free piercing.
Yes. Mainly in the toe. I think on that note, that'll wrap it up. Deej, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter, both at DJ Luongo Art, and I also have a series here on Super Fancom called Doodle This, where I take requests, I just draw random silly things.
Alice, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at gearhead_Alice.
Alright, Taiga, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at kira.kira.names. You can also find my boyfriend who does illustration at Zachary Backus Illustrations.
Okay. Shadow, where can people find you?
I actually really don't exist, so it's fine.
You can
he was never here.
Yeah, you can find him in the credits of any Giga Boots video, because he's a...
I say otherwise, if you go to the Giga Boots Discord, you'll find me there.
Yes, because the Giga Boots Discord is amazing. Hemlock, where can people find you?
You can find me at popcultanimecon.com, and it would be awesome if people could give Pop Cult Anime Con a like on Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, all under Pop Cult Anime Con. So we're out there on social media. Please check us out.
And you can find me on Twitter at DefaultRick. Follow the channel on Twitter at SuperFancomShow. Email us at superfancomshow@gmail.com. On Instagram, SuperFancomShow. On YouTube, SuperFancom. Also, you can hear us on Google Play, Spotify, Buzzsprout, and Stitcher. check out our sponsor links. If you find anything you like, buy it. You can always use the extra little kickback. For Deej, Gearhead Alice, Taiga, Shadow in the Darkness, and Hemlock, I'm Michael Rick. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Now Peter, Parker, Pop, Pictures, for JJ's, Rag, Inner, Radio, Active Science, Lab, Winner, Long came Spider, who bit now, he is Web, slinging, swinging through NYC. Now Spider-Man, he was so cocky, and all he wanted was the Buzz TV. But after Uncle's murder, it made him see, with great power comes responsibility. And now criminals all around the town will turn tails and scatter when they hear this sound. Whip cup, whip, whip, whip cup. Whip cup. Namely, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Now Peter Parker's an embarker known as Spider-Man, but Norman Osborn's gotten darker in his corporate plan after he took a serum while delirium, out to kill Spidey and everyone near him. On his glider throwing bombs, Green Goblin he be yelling. So with time and Spidey's climbing, stopping crime and all the villains, Scorpion, Hobgoblin, Kingpin, Rhino, Venom, Carnage, Dr. Rock, and Electro. With that Mary Jane, yeah, he'd like to meet her, get the girl, save the world, and his name is Peter. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches speed, just like flies. Look out, here comes the spider. It goes a 1, 2, 3, hit it. Spidey's like the X-Men, as I was told, mutant powers and such. He's brave and bold, like Xavier, who's the savior of the babes like Rogue. Her and Storm will make you warm while they will stay in vogue. And this Jean Grey to see her play will make you say, God damn, that Stan Lee made my day. Cyclops' vision is beaming, Magneto is scheming, yeah, he's dreaming of reaming. Toad's a little demon, Logan Wolverine's powers will heal all your wounds when he fights with claws against Sabretooth. Now Reed can stretch for a mile or more. He's the mister of the Fantastic Four, with invisible suit and a thing that's orange. Just don't get scorched by the Human Torch. Get Banner mad and you'll shout egad. He's the big green Hulk whose temper is bad. He's the big green Hulk in your neighborhood. Hulk, smash, something, smash, smash, something good. There it is. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, swing it through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man. That's whatever a spider can. And why is my spider sense tingling all of a sudden? Into web, any size. Swing it through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man. Catch your speed, just like flies. Look out, down, down, down. Here comes the Spider-Man. When Captain America has adventures, he calls upon the Avengers. Iron Man's armor and with Thor's hammer. Soon Victor Von Doom is in the slammer. Silver Surfer's all shiny. Daredevil's cool, but he can't see. Do they compare? None of them can to your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Huh! Hey, Diva, let's break it down. Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man. Spinning webs from here to Japan. Come on, see him there, swinging higher. Homeboy looks like Tobey Maguire. Look out, the Spider House rules. Here comes the Spider-Man.